Hey everybody, it's Dak here, and today I'm going to be showing you some simple tips on how to pretty up your house in Minecraft. So everyone has built a simple cube like this before, and I even added a second floor to this one. Pretty basic living room, bedroom kind of idea. A lot of space, has some working doors, and it gets the job done, but it's very simple, very bland. So today we're going to be giving you 8 tips on how to pretty this place up. Let's get started. Alright guys, for our first tip we're going to be doing some chairs. You're going to need some staircases and some signs. So every house needs seating. You just have to put in some staircases. This will act like your chairs. And then to put a little armrest, I did not want to put that piece there. Let me break this quick. To put a little type of armrest on the side, you can just use signs. Make sure you attach it to the staircase, and you can leave it as a blank sign. And there you go. Now we have a couch. I'm going to put 2 seats on each side of the couch. Quickly, just to add a little more, because every house needs more than just one couch. You gotta have your chair. Alright, and then a sign on each side. And there we go. Now we have some seating arrangements and a little bit of decoration added to the house. Alright guys, for our second tip we're going to be adding some carpet. All you need for carpet is just any color of wool, whatever color carpet you want. I'm also going to be adding some glowstone for some lighting effects. To make it into carpet, you just place the wool side by side, and there you go. Alright, so now let's go into the house and start putting the carpet down. As you can see, carpet just adds a little sliver of a block, but it does act as a whole block, so if I try to put glowstone on top of it, you see that it's basically like if there was a whole other block below that. One good thing about carpet though, I should have brought an axe to speed this up, but you can put glowstone down, and if you put carpet above it, it doesn't block the light at all. So it is a good way to hide your light sources if you don't like having your torches up in the corners like I do. I like having the torches up there. It doesn't really bother me much, but if you wanted to, you can hide the glowstone under your carpet, and that's a pretty easy solution. Now one thing you will notice, if you try to put carpet down under the signs, because signs also count as a whole block, it won't let you place it there because it thinks the sign is already there. So a good way to get around that is go ahead and break the block that's already there and just put a full wool block. It does leave a little space, a little bit of a hitch, as you can see, but it's really not too bad unless you're really critiquing the room. I think it's an easy fix. So I'm going to do that to all the edges here on all of the signs, and then the rest of the spaces in the room I should be allowed to just place carpet normally. And that's going to decorate our room a lot more, going to make it a lot prettier. You don't have to use cyan carpet. That's always been my choice of color. I'm not sure why, but you can use any type of color carpet. Another thing I like to do though is checker the carpet, so get a couple colors like black and purple seem to work well, the Enderman style, and just create a little checkered pattern in the floor. That's always a pretty cool way to do it. You do it however you want. There's many options. Carpet's really cool. The only use it has is decorating, that's for sure, but it comes in handy. Another thing is you can't put the carpet on the doors. You just have to do the same thing you did with the signs. As long as you break the block below the door and just make it a regular wool block, you should be fine. So I'm going to finish up the carpet here, guys, and then we're going to cut into tip number 3. Alright guys, our third tip for prettying up your house is going to be putting in some windows. To make glass, you just have to put sand in the furnace, and then once you have a glass block, you can place the blocks just like that to turn the glass into glass panes, which can make a little bit of a prettier design, as you'll see in a second. So now go ahead and take your front of your house. It doesn't matter where, it's kind of up to you where you want to put the windows. I like to make the windows about this size most of the time, and then just place the glass panes, excuse me, like so, and there you go. It puts a nice little window. It'll add some natural light in the house during the day, just kind of makes it look more like a normal house. Now before I put this one in, I'm actually going to show you, here's what it looks like if you just put the regular glass in. Still looks good, but it's kind of a preference thing. I personally like the little bit of a three-dimensional look with the glass panes, so I like to stick to those. I'm also going to put some windows upstairs. Let me go do that quick. I think I'm going to just I'm going to put them the same as downstairs in the front of the house first. And then I like to change it up a little bit, and I'll probably put some windows in the back of the house too for upstairs, just because this is more like a bedroom in my opinion, and I feel like it needs windows on both sides. So I'm going to place some windows over here too, and then that'll do it for the windows. It was pretty simple to put in. Sand is pretty easy to get. You just got to dig it up in a desert or on like a beach, and putting it in the furnace with some coal, cooking it into glass, making it into the glass panes, and there you have it. We have some windows in the house, and it's starting to look a little bit better each time. Alright guys, for this next tip, I'm going to show you how to put a nice looking roof on your house. I like to alternate between wooden planks and regular logs. By the way, you're going to notice that this clip is sped up. It did take me a couple minutes to put the roof on there. But what you're going to notice, I'm going to put down wooden planks, and then I'm going to add like an extra inside row to that where I'm going to put the logs on. That way I get the logs to face the direction I want them to. You could put them however you want. You can have the logs kind of horizontal where I'm putting them vertical. That's up to you, and you also don't have to alternate between logs and planks. That's also kind of up to you. That's just what I like to do. But as long as you kind of get this basic pattern, it does create a nice looking roof for your house, and it makes it look much better. Alright guys, our fifth tip to prettying up your house is going to be adding in some flower pots. Now if you don't know how to make a flower pot, you just have to get some clay bricks and then place them just like you would in an iron bucket. So pretend these were the clay bricks. You place them like that and it makes a flower pot. Alright, so I just placed a couple in the front right now. I like to put items like ferns or saplings in them, so I'm just kind of testing it right now. I think I'm going to do saplings. And it's really, there's a lot of things you can do. You can put flowers in it too, which would make sense, right? Flower pots. But I personally just like putting saplings in it. It's a little different. Not everyone does it. So that's my preference. I could grab some flowers quick and show you what that looks like. I have to change my game mode. Let's see. Let's get, there we go. Alright, and I'm actually going to change this up over here. I'll put these under the windowsills. Can't on this one. There we go. And I'm just going to put a couple flowers in there. Not bad looking. A couple different combinations of things. And there we go. We have some plant pots in the room. I'm not going to put any down here because we already have the carpet down here. I don't want to change that up too much. And a couple out front. Probably could add 2 more. Let's do the blue orchids. There we go. It's not a real big difference, but it definitely does add a little bit to the house. Alright guys, for our next tip to prettying up your house, we're going to add some fencing to the front lawn area. Show you how to make some fencing. You just need sticks and place them just like that, and it'll make you 2 fence. You're also going to need a fence gate or 2, depending on how you want to build it. And that's how you make a fence gate. Just put wooden planks, in between the sticks. Alright, so now let's go ahead and place our fencing. I had the hardest time picking up those sticks. Alright, I like to just put a small little kind of fenced in like front yard in front of the house. This is definitely very customizable. You don't even, there's really nothing to this. There you go. That was the quickest tip we had. Just put the fence gates in there like so you can walk through. And oops, I almost missed that one. There you go. Now you have like a little front yard that you can even put some more plants in if you'd like. Alright guys, for our next tip, we're going to add some paintings to the house. This is something that a lot of people know about, but not a lot of people use. To make a painting, you just have to put wool in the middle and then surround it with 8 sticks. And there you go, you make a painting. Alright, so how paintings work is you just go ahead and place them on the wall, like so, and it just creates kind of a random painting, and you can always take it down, or not. There it goes. You can always take it down and place again, just to get just the right painting. And I don't know exactly how many paintings there are. I haven't used paintings too much recently, and I just broke the wood behind it. But basically, you can just keep placing until you get one that you want. Oh, I wish that was over by 1. And you can just click on it once to get rid of the painting. Single click. So it can take a while to kind of get the one you want. There we go. I think I think I like that. Oh, that's what I wanted. Okay, that works. So something like that. Add some paintings to the room. I guess I could do one on this part too. Oh, you can put paintings over each other, I guess. I didn't know that. Whoa. Look at all these painting options. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And I'll go upstairs, put some on those walls, because I'm a fancy person. I need some paintings. What the? Look at the size of that painting, guys. Did not know they had a painting that would cover my window like that. Alright, let's see if I can get the right one. There we go. I keep accidentally putting paintings on top of each other. Wow, they have some massive paintings. Holy cow. There we go. And there you have it. Now we have a little bit of a fancy room. Probably could have put them up one higher, but I'm not dealing with that again. And there you go. That's how you can add some paintings to your house. Alright guys, and our final tip for prettying up the house is just adding some miscellaneous stuff. Everyone puts a chest and a bed and the crafting tables in their home because they're just kind of necessary items. But sometimes how you place them, like this, can just kind of give a little bit of a fancy bedroom setting. So just little add-ons like that. Downstairs, I'm not going to deal with downstairs right now because we already have the carpet in. But little things like that, just adding chests in some nice places and crafting tables can make it a little more homey, just look a little bit better, like you put some effort into it. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully you learned something or got something out of this. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead and drop us a like and a comment. Don't forget to join the cul-de-sac by clicking on that subscribe button and follow us on Twitter at @TheEdBoys. All links are in the description.